Mount Coca.
Martin.
I am a resident of Colwood for YouTube. Joel Sains. I took a 2-day hiatus, but we're back now. Uh, we're here to review Horror Hotel or City of the Dead, which was recommended to me.
What hotel, Jewel?
Horror Hotel.
Okay.
Horror hotel.
Horror.
where they
I
all
think,
were.
Jewel, I'm going to have to beg out because I watched the wrong movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Because the movie I watched, I don't think the movie you all saw had Tracy Lords in it.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
1984 was a great year.
Yeah.
I bet. This huge shout out. This film was recommended to me by Dave Schroyer. Huge shout out to him. I had never seen this before, and he called me earlier yesterday and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm reviewing horror movies." He said, "I have a movie for you to review," and he picked this one, and I had never seen it, and so I watched it, and it was really, 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 really good. Very entertaining, very dramatic. The atmosphere is very, very good. Christopher Lee's in it. That's a plus. So I first saw this movie this week. When did you guys first see it, Gordon?
I first saw it today.
Cool. Anzel?
15 years ago, maybe.
Very nice. Alan?
Today, and it's interesting because it was filmed in Shepperton in England, yet there's an awful lot of Americanized stuff going on in this film, which is kind of cool because it's supposed to be taking place in New England. Some of the dialects don't quite hold up under muster, and some of them do quite well. Christopher Lee being probably the best of the British people doing a sort of a formal American. So.
Patrick?
December 23rd, 1996.
Very nice, very nice. Daniel, when did you first see this?
Just today.
Very, very nice. The atmosphere is amazing. Christopher Lee is amazing. Though what I love most about it, though, is though this is about witchcraft, not just the black and white, but the way they use the fog, the lighting. It's very ghost-like atmosphere. The town, the small village, if you will. I love the blind priest. Easy enough for me to say, or goof up. Very, very jarring and entertaining. Unlike Crimson Peak. I'm sorry, but now with that being said,
It's in black and white.
When you right. When you guys first, or most of you first saw this movie today or this week, so Anzel, you watched it 15 years ago. From a film standpoint, because you're a director, how did this movie impact you?
Well, actually,
That's what happens to a stool that's been in a colon too long. Well, impacted is how,
it's drawn out. I mean,
dry, hard.
Yeah, right.
Never mind.
I actually, when I first saw it, I saw it like on one of those cheap multi-film packs that was like, the mid 2000s when they were putting out all the like public domain stuff. And it was longer than 15 years ago then. But for some reason, I saw it around the same time as I saw Black Sunday, and there's a lot of visual similarities between Black Sunday and Horror Hotel or City of the Dead. And so in my mind, it kind of cross-wired, especially that opening when they're burning her.
Yeah.
Use of fog and the black and white and stuff. But I didn't really think much of it for like a while, and then I saw it again several years ago, and I was like, oh yeah, this is what I thought Black Sunday was, and I got mixed up. Saw it late at night, and I liked how, I mean, it's super cheap, and I think they shot it in like a week, and they're using the fog and stuff to hide all the cheapness, but it just adds to the charm and the atmosphere, and I watch it like every year, once a year. And it's also it's the first, here I go with my film history. It's the first Amicus movie, even though it's not called an Amicus film, and it was shot at the same time as Psycho, and yet it's very similar to Psycho. You got your heroine that gets taken out within the first 25 minutes and at a hotel. And I'll shut up now. I'll let you guys talk.
No, it's good. What do you
Not
think
at
of
all.
Peeping Tom?
You
Better than
definitely-
Psycho.
Yeah.
It is better than
yeah.
Psycho.
Yes.
Gotta agree. Peeping Tom better than Psycho.
Yes.
You're correct, Ansel. It was very much done on the cheap. It cost £45,000.
Yeah.
It was
So
meant for
they
television.
must have cobbled together already built stuff and whatever Shepperton had laying around. And I would say though that the dry ice concession did pretty well on this
Yes.
movie. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of fog in this
That's
movie.
where the budget went, was to the fog.
Yeah.
Well, this was originally written for television. So
It has the look and feel
Yeah.
of a made-for-television movie, a good one,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and they decided really not just a television movie, but a television series.
Oh,
I don't know specifically if it was meant for something like an anthology, the way Twilight Zone was or not, but it was meant more for television series. But it is an interesting. I'm glad this was made into a movie because it's very compelling. You have a young, very beautiful blonde female student who's learning from her professor, and her professor is Christopher Lee. You learn that he's from the town that he's recommending to her, and because he's the one telling the story about the burning. I love how that opens to the burning of this woman. What did you guys think of the opening of this movie, Alan?
it's great. I mean, it lays down the foundation really well. It's got some classic, like witchcraft tropes in it, but at the same time, it's a really good way of establishing these immortal characters that we've come to discover that they're immortal characters. And it's also got a twist because the devil helps out in this case. She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't burn. Or if she does, she's reincarnated by her pact with the devil. And the other guy who is there, sort of doing his entreaty to Lucifer, is also part of the same coven, and also is bestowed with immortality, as it turns out. So it's got a nice little twist away from the normal trope of we're going to see them die and then they're going to come out of the grave, that kind of thing. So,
Gordon, what do you think of the opening?
I thought this was a really well directed movie. I love the introduction. I mean, it's one of those movies that it works like clockwork and doesn't feel forced in any way. I think it also helps that it was directed by John Moxey, who later on, as John Llewellyn Moxey, would direct a lot of stuff like Mission Impossible, Star Trek, and The Night Stalker. And I think you can see that it's that. I mean, he's not doing anything Hitchcockian, but every scene is effective, and it's just a really well made. It's very well made. It never felt like it sagged at all.
Well, they definitely see the reminiscent shot style in some of the episodes of the or in the Night Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
That whole sort of close up work that's in that, and also the lighting work is reminiscent there in some of the stuff that they did in the film and also later in the series. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, Ansel, what do you think of the opening?
Of the opening?
Yes.
Yeah, it's effective, and again, kind of like what I said at the beginning, it had that like Black Sunday vibe. It's you can't go wrong with executing a witch at the start of a movie. I know that from experience. It's a nice kickoff.
Yes. Daniel, what did you think of the opening of this movie?
I'd say it was pretty good. And it is something different too. Because she didn't actually die, which that was what they expected to happen in real life. But obviously that's not really happening.
Yeah. it's very, very interesting what they do to in this movie because you're not. When I saw the title, because when my friend recommended this to me, he's somebody who, like all of you, does not spoil a movie for anybody. No, just watch it, and I'm the same way. And my wife, unfortunately, is not, because she was asking me what happens in this. I said I've never seen it. So I had somebody every 5 minutes asking me what happened, or what's going on, or what's happening, and so it's very interesting how there's this. I like how the guy's on the road in the fog. He's just standing there holding a light. It's so effective within the cheap fog. It's a cheap scare, but it's a good scare in a sense. And the disappearing act he pulls, getting out of the car, if you will.
Yeah, the camera work inside the car is really cool. It's really kind of it's disorienting, and it's what it's supposed to be, and they do a really good job with that, I think.
What's some of you guys' favorite scenes in this movie, Patrick?
Oh, um, I like Christopher Lee thing at the beginning, and I, I, the chemistry of these discussions is very deliberate, and one of the things about them that I think works is when everybody agrees.
Mhm.
I do. I don't believe in the synergy of the one guy who has the contrarian opinion. No, I think it's just kind of a downer. And having said that, uh, this is a movie that for me, and just for me, this is not a statement about the film. This is a statement about my relationship with the movie. Um, it, it has so many of the right elements, and it puts me to sleep reliably. I have never made it through this movie, and yeah, I know I have narcolepsy, but even I can stay awake through a lot of movies, and with this one, I don't know. I would wake up and there'd be people screaming in black and white, and then I would go back to sleep. And I would wake up and there'd be some atmosphere and fog, and then I'd go back to sleep. And not on purpose, but for some reason, the something in the narrative was just not compelling enough to outbid Morpheus. And so I'm a tough one to ask about that. I do enjoy that first scene with Christopher Lee and his amazing toupee. I really like it. Um, I wish I had the same reaction, and maybe if I watched it in different circumstances or something like that, it would be different. But I don't think I've ever made it through the whole thing, and it happened again tonight, and I'm sorry. But that's not a comment on the movie. It's just my relationship with it.
Alan, what's some of your favorites?
Well, the initiating scenes, the first one that takes place in 1692, vague reference to Dark Shadows, anyone? But also that first modern era scene as well. I really like the way it's set up in a way that isn't really like painting a picture for you, but at the same time, it sort of is. It just kind of happens naturally through the dialogue for the most part. And when it's a little bit overwrought, it's still within the style of the whole thing. You've got this music playing in the background, which sometimes shifts into jazz, which is kind of interesting and different. You don't expect jazz to be happening when the cars are rolling around the countryside, but it does, and it's fine. It's just for me. It sort of works towards that, throws you just a little off balance, just a little bit off balance, unexpected, if you will. And there are a lot of scenes in this that I like and enjoy for that reason. I also, I have to say, Patricia Jessel's performance is really, really cool. It's like, you know, uh, fingernails on a chalkboard almost. The way she's just like, I'm so evil, and the way that she's mistreating everyone in her mind, even though she's being incredibly polite and proper and all of this sort of thing. So her performance in particular. So I guess I don't have one scene really,
I
but
will say that Jules told me we were going to be talking about the Bicycle Man episode of Different Strokes.
Damn it.
So I was all right. I was misled. You know, he just cut and left Dudley behind. He abandoned Dudley. I think Dudley still wants revenge.
Well, probably.
Anyway, I just want to throw that in.
Perhaps in his way, he's already gotten his revenge.
I think he is. Sorry.
And Patrick's going to be a bit of a contraster, I'll admit. First time I saw the movie, Venetia Stevenson, who's actually the daughter of Anna Lee, and who was in a Val Newton film, Bedlam, and Robert Stevenson, who directed several films and directed films at Disney. Anyway, the heroine. First time I saw this movie, I was like, this girl is so dumb. She needs to get killed.
And of course,
she made
does.
so many stupid decisions. Oh, and then she's like, "There's the bird in the arrow. Well, that means this." And she's telling Lavinia Selwyn the thing. I wonder what this could mean. Then she goes in a room, and there's the bird with the arrow on the bed. Yeah. It's like, girl, get the fuck out. But over time, I came to kind of apologize for it and accept it and soften on it. But at first time, I was like, I like the mood and stuff, but this girl's stupid.
But she has to be to forward the plot, and that repetition that's going to happen, that's going to get us going. You know.
George, do you have any favorite scenes? Oh,
I don't know if I call it a scene, but it's one of my favorite transitions where the girl's about to be sacrificed. They raise the knife, and as it comes down, it suddenly cuts to a birthday cake being cut.
Yeah,
and I do have to agree that, like, I know that this was, British people describing Americans, but it was kind of like they really made her like maybe unnecessarily stupid, because like there are times that even in 1960, like you don't just go, I'm going to worship witchcraft. I'm going to go to this little town that nobody's heard of, based on what my instructor told me, and not with you should talk to so and so, or you should talk to this historian. It's like,
and where the sun never shines, apparently. Either.
Right.
So,
and you end up in the town with a guy named Jethro, who 20 years later would be in a performance where he's wearing a dead bird on his head. And he abandoned Dudley.
Dudley.
Maybe Dudley deserved it. Anyway.
Oh God, Jewel, no.
Jewel.
Jesus Christ.
Holy crap.
Do you know what you're talking about?
No, I have
Joel, did you
Child
actually said that out loud?
Can you hear me?
I've never
we can hear you, Patrick.
Okay, good, because the image is frozen. So
you're good. You're good on
yeah, Joel, you just you went Joel, you're savage tonight. I gotta say, you go, girl. I mean, really, keep it up. This is impressive.
I've never seen it.
You froze Patrick into shock.
It's the greatest. It is the most punk rock thing.
He's gone into rigor, for God's sake. Take it back.
Charlie Kirk isn't dead. He just lives on. Right,
he lives on in all of our black little hearts.
So Jewel, you've been taking my advice and listening to all the Clash albums, haven't you? Because there's very much a London Calling vibe about you, Jewel.
I grew up listening to Roy D. Mercer. What can I say?
You listen to who?
Never mind.
Teddy Bear?
No.
Roy Orbison? Yeah, Roy Orbison's cool.
No, Roy D. Mercer. He was never mind.
Roy Hinkley.
Roy Rogers.
Oh my God.
Oliver Shagnasty.
Oh my God. This really, to me, helped Christopher Lee to prepare for future films to come. I mean, Wicker Man, Jesus, he did a lot. But I really love his performance here as this teacher who you don't know is a devil worshiper, and turns out, yes, he is. The plot twists in this are really good. There's not just one, there's a couple. The female devil, really, really well done. It's a film that surprised me And after I saw it, I'm like, man, this was really, really good. So that's all I got to say about it. Whatever you guys got to say about it, go right ahead.
Splendid.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of film where if you're looking for something that's short, because I think it's just like about 70 minutes, it's freely
78.
available. I mean, it's not the it's not Hello Dolly, so you don't have to worry about
Thank
elaborate
God
set
it's
pieces
not.
or Carol Channing.
I have some good alternate lyrics. I put my hand in there. I'll just say that.
Don't put your hand in there, Patrick. Really
No.
don't.
I think there's good alternate lyrics. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
I figured
Yeah. Jewel is full of whimsy and radishes tonight.
well, I had to top myself after the Crimson Peak performance. Why not?
Jewel, I'll tell you something. If you want your crotch inspected, undies sniffed or cock erected, just leave everything to me. Alternate Hello Dolly lyrics. The world needs more of them.
Oh my god!
And
I did it.
proctology.
I did it.
Oh my god!
See
Right now,
George attempting to
I'm
gain an erection when all he can see is maybe a tree.
yeah, and right now all I can think of is a woman who's wearing pants made of
They're made
lycra.
of lycra. That's
Mhm.
right.
That's right.
They cling to me in oh so many ways.
Well, I mean, Carol Channing could have played the victim heroine in this one. Ooh, I really want to study the witchcraft.
Because I know how they started out conceptually, I refuse to see any of those Expendables movies because they don't have Carol Channing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to
hold
do a
on, hold on,
movie
hold on.
named The
Carol
Expendables,
Channing
you
with
need Carol
okay.
Channing.
If you, it's the Expendables, but with like Carol Channing and a bunch of like 60s era divas. Who's
Yeah,
on
like
that
Jason
Expendables? You
Statham.
got Carol Channing,
Right.
Diana Ross, Barbara Streisand. Who else
Jason
is on there?
Statham.
Jason
Statham.
Drag.
Joanne Worley, Ruth Buzzy.
Ruth Buzzy's like the sniper.
Yeah.
Joan
Now,
Bennett.
Joe, I have one more question. One question about Crimson Peak. Do you think Crimson Peak would have been improved with Carol Channing?
Well, I mean, that's Gordon. Come on, everything would be improved with Carol Channing.
Except for Skidoo. Except for Skidoo.
Except for Skidoo. We will very soon, thanks to computers, be able to, from our desktops, remake Rocky 3 with Carol Channing as Clubber Lang. I'm gonna bust you up.
Keep your fan fiction out of this, Patrick.
What?
I just said keep your fan fiction out of this.
Ah, no, my fan fiction will be everywhere.
Rocky in space. They're coming soon.
Rocky.
I want to see Rocky
and
versus Jason.
Why not? Why not? They did Freddy.
Yeah, because Michael Myers is going to kick Rocky's ass. Freddy Krueger's going to kick Rocky's ass, but Jason, yeah, Rocky will wipe the floor with him.
Believe in Rocky. Now, if you had Oscar versus Jason, or Sylvester Stallone's Oscar, well, then it's no question.
That's right.
Are you talking Oscar Madison or Oscar the Grouch?
No, his movie Oscar from
the
1989.
mafia movie he made.
Yeah.
About staying alive.
Yes, it's that forgettable.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'll have to look this up on Wikipedia because I feel like you're making it's like an in joke.
At the beginning of the movie, he even looks at his daughter and says, "And don't think I haven't heard the lyrics to Minnie the Moocher." It's a very funny line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy an MP3 of Minnie the Moocher for like $2. For $10, you can get Minnie.
It's true, and for $100, she'll mooch off of you.
Yeah.
It costs less money if she doesn't rehearse.
Sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Here's $100, mooch off of me. Oh,
and for those who are watching, yes, we have been kicking the gong around. Just letting you know.
I have a Dark Shadows question for you guys. For the 1897 storyline, how much did you guys enjoy the Phoenix returning?
I thought it was pretty good.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was a nice variety.
Yeah.
It was kind of a variety subplot.
It's not my favorite part of it, but yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
it's not Istvan.
It's right. Istvan, the week that was.
Yeah, he's good. Or the floating hand with the scimitar.
Yes.
That's great. Charles Delaware Tate in that floppy outfit that said it all.
And he stopped wearing the hat after his first episode too.
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
I
yeah, I
love
mean,
that
the
Worn
return
it
of the
in bed, you know.
yeah, I mean, the Return of the Phoenix was good, but it's no Ghost of Damian Edwards.
No, it's
Oh,
Right. Oh my God.
Nor is it Bruno's hair.
Damian Edwards, terry cloth.
if you had given Bruno's hair to Damian Edwards, imagine that he
forget
would have been
about
on
it.
every episode of the show.
The swoon effect would have been
Yeah, I agree.
unbelievable.
It's not Paul Stoddard's facial expression in the coffin in the grave. Yeah.
That's a great choice. He's having a ball.
Except when he found out that he wasn't getting a check for that. Wiped the smile
Deploy
right off his face.
fabrication.
Your character's dead. Roll with it. Yeah.
Let's roll with it. Here, take this picture real quick. Here's your check for today. Now don't come back.
He's getting House of Dark Shadows money. I think.
Yeah, he got
House of Dark Shadows money.
a day. He got a day player.
Yeah, and I think House of Dark Shadows money might have been Dan Curtis handing him like, yeah, here's 35 cents I found in the couch.
Right.
Listen,
Pack of
they're
cigarettes.
the lunts of House of Dark Shadows. You know, because you've got Barbara Case and his wife.
That's right. That's right.
And Dennis Patrick, his husband. Well, you know what I mean.
His
Both
husband?
in it. Yeah, they're like the lunts.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, Dan Curtis believed in companionate marriage, people.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of did. You know, he had the halls.
Yeah.
The Patricks in the halls. That's almost like the kids in the hall. But you know, put them together, have them duke it out. What was that show with the married couples where, you know, one of them would be in the little TV monitor? You know, it was the game show.
Wife swap.
I've only no. This was late 70s.
Oh, I wasn't around.
That
for
would
one.
be definitely wife swap. If it was like that.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Is it
George
like the
Burns used to do that
newlywed
with
I think it
game?
was
Gracie Allen.
Tattletales.
There-
I think it was
Tattletales?
Tattletales.
With
Yeah.
Bert Convy. Speaking
Yeah.
of
It
shadows.
was Bert Convy, the Convy connection.
Right. With his turbo hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spock
Well-
tried to warn us in the cage. One of the first lines is "Convy the screen." Then Convy the screen. Then as Bert Convy's on. He didn't want to get caught by
So
Captain
Patrick,
Pike.
to go back to your original point, are you suggesting that
My
Dan
point.
Curtis had a polycule going on?
Totally.
Okay.
Jacques Hughes.
J'accuse, it's true.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Is there anybody got anything to add about the movie before we go? Oh, God.
I don't even
Jewel,
remember
you know
what
what I
movie we
love?
were talking
You've
about.
been to paradise, my friend, but you've never been to me.
Oh my God.
Ladies
know,
and gentlemen, if you want to see this film, you can see it under both titles. It's also available, I think, on YouTube under City of the
Yeah.
Dead.
Mhm.
So, and I'm not sure which is the best print. I watched the one Horror Hotel, but and it was fine. But
Go buy the Blu-ray. I
Yeah.
spent $30 on the Blu-ray to get
it's
the
a
best
black and white feast.
and special features and an audio commentary by Christopher Lee.
That's good.
You probably hated the whole thing. And
Yeah.
director John Moxey.
It would still
and
be
an
interesting to
interview
hear.
with Lee. I've actually never watched the special features.
I have heard there is a rare commentary of Christopher Lee not talking about Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry,
the
Jack,
greatest
I'm
swordsman
sorry.
in all of England. You know how I know that? Christopher Lee told me.
Well, you do know for The Man with the Golden Gun, when he heard Alice Cooper's version of the song, he said, "Why didn't we go with that one?"
I love that.
Yeah, because it's a really good version.
I
Yeah,
haven't heard
it
that
is.
version.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
I've been so trapped in a Lulu information, blackout. I've
That's
been lied to.
that's okay. He got Friday the 13th parts.
He did.
He got Jason Lives. He got Man Behind the Mask.
Yeah, that's right. Man behind
The
mask.
video is really good.
Yeah,
Back.
he also did Prince of Darkness, so I
Yeah.
think we're all good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Chrissy Hine does a good cover of Man with the Golden Gun.
Do you know where he approached him at for that?
Same place where Peter Wingard's career went away. No, where?
No, John Carpenter was at the match between Jake the Snake with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake.
Alice Cooper was John Carpenter was at the wrestling.
Yeah, Alice
match,
Cooper
and
was Jake the Snake's manager
Jake the
that night.
Snake.
Yeah, because he had the snake.
He did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he had the
Why
snake.
does I'm
baby. He's
bored?
always had the snake.
And John Carpenter approached Alice Cooper. So
Yeah,
I don't have a cigarette to smoke.
he was a male.
Anyway,
Carpenter was a wrestling mark for years.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
what?
Yeah, for years he was
What
a
does that
wrestling
mean? He
mark.
was a wrestling mark. He was.
Fan. It's
Fan.
short. Oh my god.
Well, no. To me, listen, baby. I've been in the carny biz for a long time. A mark is something you don't want to be.
Yeah, Mark is the person that's the
He
victim
was-
of a con.
They take
Well,
a
well,
piece of
it-
chalk and they put it on the back of your coat, and that's how they know to victimize you throughout the carnival.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
I
it's
have heard that, but yeah. Oh, sorry,
so
Gordon,
so
but yeah,
so,
oh, god.
so maybe this is one of those words that has a double meaning. So in a wrestling sense, a mark is a fan because
Correct.
the fans are essentially being fooled by the wrestlers.
Oh,
Willingly.
Whereas in Carney
kayfabe.
and
Yeah,
and in confidence games, the mark is the victim.
right. That's
Yes,
correct.
And
absolutely.
and everyone, go read The Big Con by David Maurer. You'll thank me later.
Well, I think like a mark is like, like a fan that's annoying, pretty much. I don't could be wrong, something like that.
Well, I think the term mark probably comes from wrestlers themselves.
it came from
Yes.
Skid Row.
Because it's somebody that's willing to suspend their disbelief and kind of believe the kayfabe.
He got it. Ansel got it. It took him a second.
Oh, I'm still laughing about the Peter Wingard.
Peter Wingard, sure.
That was good. That was good.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of different wrestling words. Like heel means like a bad guy, and like face means a good guy.
Oh boy, you unlock box text now.
See,
Okay, be wrong.
I'd pay for a match between Jake the Snake and Peter Wingard.
Who wouldn't?
I'm sure Peter Wingard would too, in a big way.
Yes, he would. Definitely would. Oh,
Yeah,
that
and I
grappling.
think-
Oh, grappling.
And if I can use a random piece of wrestling terminology that I have no idea what it means, Peter Wingard would be the paper champion.
Ah,
And the fact that
Yes.
you're laughing, Jewel, lets me know that I
Yes.
am probably using that in the worst possible way.
I think you are. I think like paper champion is like someone who's they just kind of put on the belt. We'll put the belt on.
Oh, okay. So like if Jewel had the belt and I just tried it on, I'd be the paper champion.
well, or
Something
somebody
like that,
that's
yeah.
just kind of loaded up for one match, and somebody like what's his name, Arquette, who won the belt for like one day or something.
Yeah.
Clifford,
okay.
Clifford
Paper
Arquette.
champion.
David
You know
Arquette. Yeah.
David Arquette, because of the movie that they were doing.
Oh,
and
I like
he was
Clifford.
involved in.
He actually went back to the
promoted the
wrestling.
movie by making him champion for like a day.
You know who he pinned, don't you? To beat.
I cannot.
I
recall.
was just like in
He-
a prom sense.
He pinned Eric Bischoff in a triple threat
Oh,
match.
that's perfect. He should have kept the belt for 5 years.
Did he ever get his pin back? And that's a commitment.
He did in the pinning
You know,
ceremony at the
I-
sorority house.
I once had my Eric Bischoff, but I had to go to the doctor for that because it was not pretty.
It's true. It was like
Yeah.
it was like,
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
like
David
having your
Arquette went back
prostate
into it.
probed.
I don't know how good he is or anything though.
Oh, he's good.
Oh my gosh. It is Patrick's turn to pick the movie.
Oh, Jewel, we have not had a lot of success going down that road, my friend. Well, I guess I did okay with the glands of a murderer. But
You did.
when Alan, you're putting up the cross there. What does it mean?
Shadow of the Cross.
Did we?
Yeah.
Is that a movie we talked about?
Yes.
Oh
It
yeah,
is?
yeah, that one.
The Shadow of the Cross.
John Malkovich, Max Shrek.
Shadow of the Vampire.
Shadow of the Vampire. No, Shadow of the Cross is from the movie we were supposed to be talking about tonight that we never
Tonight,
really did.
yes.
I thought that was
yeah.
Pat Boone. That was the Cross and the Switchblade.
Oh,
Right.
that was Love Letters in the Sun.
Yeah, we could see Crossing the Switchblade, but I don't think it's a good Halloween movie.
No.
Okay,
It's a scary movie, but not for the reasons you think.
Shadow
Okay.
of a Vampire is good.
So the movies I threw out there that I put and I made a list. I made a concentrated list
Pick one of those.
that remain. Let's see, what do we got? We have Only Lovers Left Alive. I know, Jewel, that's not going to work for you.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right now. This is how Only Lovers Left Alive would work, is if you wanted to make a point. What the hell is he waving?
I don't have a white flag. I'm waving a white plastic thing for surrender.
I don't know what that means.
I surrender.
But
he's airing out the condom. He's going to use it again.
a couple of I put out 3 horror documentaries that, and I'll say none of them are wholly successful films, but they all have interesting things in them, which I find to be a perfectly worthy genre. And one is called Rats by Morgan Spurlock.
That's
It's
right.
about the rat population in New York. It's a real creepy movie. It's very scary, but you see it? It's a good movie.
I remember you mentioning it.
The other's called I believe the it's not the Blackout Tapes.
I think it's the
Blackout
Blackout
Sessions,
Experience,
or
because I
Once
know it's
Blackout.
on
Yes.
Pluto.
Okay, yeah. Once Blackout, yeah, that one. Never Back, and then the other was the Nightmare by Rodney Asher, which is about sleep paralysis. It doesn't get into the science of sleep paralysis. It does get into the experience of sleep paralysis pretty well. Each of these movies outstays their welcome probably by about 10-15 minutes, but the rest of it is enough that I think it's a worthwhile thing to look at. So those are some suggestions.
No, pick one of those.
I'm not picking one. I leave that. I give you some candidates. You guys pick.
Well, I will say that the Nightmare. Let me just double check. Yeah, the documentary is available via Tubi.
Okay, and then what about a Blackout?
I know Blackout's on Pluto. I don't know about Rats.
Take a look. Yeah, look for the Spurlock Rats.
Forget Rats. Do Marjo, who fought.
Well, yeah, no, Marjo's a great movie. God.
Yeah, Marjo is, but it's not really a horror. Well, it is kind of a horror.
It is. This guy believes in the apocalypse. Does Rats even exist, or was it something I ate?
Marjo is still alive. Somebody needs to do a documentary.
I know he lives in Venice, and I have looked for him. I've searched for him, and I've tried to contact him through his manager because I want to meet him. I want to put him in something like fucking cool. And he's like a recluse.
Yeah, giving it up perhaps at this point. Yeah,
Which one?
Maybe he'd sit for an interview. That'd be fun.
Even that I've tried.
Yeah.
Any rat news?
No, I can't seem to find it on a free channel.
Oh, all right. Well, then let's do one of the others. So we got Blackout, and we got
The Nightmare.
Nightmare. Yeah. Okay. Sleep paralysis or the most amazing haunted house you'll go to this side of McCray Manor. Those friendly folks.
Well, if you really want a scary movie, I suggest My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which is scary for the reasons you wouldn't normally think of.
I can't take the Windex.
Yeah,
it's a court order.
You have to drink the Windex.
Yeah, and because it's a Greek film, I watch it backwards. You
watch it from behind? Is that
okay? Exactly, Jewel. Okay, sleep paralysis or a really wacky haunted house experience.
Let's go with the haunted house.
Always the dark horse. All right, good. Blackout it is.
Blackout, and that's on.
When is that?
That's on
Pluto,
right? Okay. Okay. Cool.
Is tomorrow good for everybody, Gordon?
Yep. Tomorrow's good for me.
Yes.
That should be good for me.
I usually watch these movies in between shows, so it works out.
You scratch,
better. Blackout Experience is on Tubi.
Oh, it's on Tubi.
Yes.
So we keep our sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to support Paramount, you watch it on Pluto. If you want to, if you want to just watch it, you can watch it on Tubi.
The channel I'm digging lately is Fossum. For the cheap channels, because they have stuff that everybody else charges for, and they have for free. Normally, Tubi has stuff everybody is for free, but when Kong die, everybody cry. So yeah, like it is like every Henry Jaglom movie ever made, which is my Halloween tradition.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Honestly, I hate to say this, but don't be surprised if Tubi does start charging. I know there's no plan to, and of course they say free forever, but for those who don't know, Hulu used to be completely free. Then one day they added a paid version, and then suddenly there was only a paid version.
it's the apocalypse.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
Seth
think
MacFarlane.
yeah, I think Tubi will probably stay free for a while because they do two things really well. One is it's ad supported, which is kind of
Yeah.
the way that people that services are going.
That's the revenue. Yeah.
Yeah, and two, they have a very eclectic selection of items where the fact that they're now doing Tubi originals is showing that and Pluto was actually started because Viacom, when Paramount and Viacom were all the same thing, they were like, we got all this stuff, we want to just put it out there. So they kind of did the whole weird little cable thing that they do. So
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
Tubi rotates certain titles too,
Mhm.
but other
Oh, yeah.
things stay. I mean, Dark Shadows obviously is like right there,
Mm.
which right, not
Well, see, the thing about Hulu used to be ad supported too.
Yeah. Jewel, I have to go, but I've got with COVID resurging, there are things on my mind, and it goes like this: the paranoid was looking quite grouchy as he fondled his genital pouch. He said, "I've got to take care and stay COVID aware," and then shot to the thought of Doc Fauci. Good night.
Good night.
Link. My God. Links to Gordon Dymowski's Amazon page, website will be in the description box. Link to the Anzel Faraj DVDs will be in the description box. A bunch of them.
Get out of here.
2 that I own. Go on to YouTube channel. Colin's Port After Dark will be in the description box. Link to Daniel Culver's YouTube channel. Magic Dove will be in the description box. Gentlemen, you have a safe night and take care and God bless.
Good night, all.
Yeah,
Ansel, nice to see you again,
yeah, man.
Bye,
Yeah.
Ansel. Nice to see you.
even in a room full of laughing gas.